Fred, Woehl and Wes Bradford are here for the Harrison Noon Lions. Welcome to the show.
Hi, fellas.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back. Before we get started,
Here we
I've
go.
got
Oh,
to talk
here
with
we
you.
go.
You're going to have to start paying your staff more money.
And why is that?
She's got holes in her jeans.
Well, those are expensive holes. Those are not real holes.
Well, there was a rumor going around that she got those holes in her knees from praying about the show so much, but I don't know.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Not from this show.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's talk about something important.
Let's talk about what the Noon Lions are doing.
Well, what we're doing is we're going to honor World War II and Korean veterans. Mm-hmm. We have talked about maybe doing our own honor flight here locally, but that costs $80,000.
Wow.
So Wes come up with the idea, instead of bringing them to the memorial, we'd bring the memorial here to them.
Well, how's that going to happen?
Yeah, how's that work?
Tell us about it.
We are going to sponsor what is called a honor banquet. Since the honor flight was not going to be feasible, we're going to host an honor banquet. It's going to be on November the 18th, starting at 6:30 at the Durand Center. Mm-hmm. And it'll be an opportunity for us to help our local veterans come see their memorial. And we will have an audio-video presentation. We are going to do some other things in addition to that, though. We will have a opening and closing flag ceremony by our local Cub Scout Pack 160.
Oh, that'll be neat.
Julie Jasper is going to perform the national anthem and God Bless America. Mm-hmm. We're still working on a bagpipe player to perform Amazing Grace. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a dinner catered by Western Sizzlin', and we will have World War II era music playing in the background.
Oh, wonderful.
We do have an RSVP system that we're trying to implement, where the invitations will be going out to the veterans. We're using the local VFW to help us get the word out.
Right.
Of course, you're helping us get the word out, and we deeply appreciate that. And by a certain date, we should have a good idea of the veterans that will be attending, and their addresses where they live. We will then use North Arkansas Transportation Services vans. They're loaning us the use of their vans to provide transportation. And when they arrive, the Harrison Fire Department will have their large ladder truck with the large United States flag hanging over the entrance to the Durand Center. Mm-hmm. And when they come in, they'll be greeted, escorted to their table. And their names will be in the program. And at one point during the banquet, we will read their names out loud and recognize them in their service to our country. So it's going to be a wonderful event. We're very excited about it, and when the idea first came up, we were like, well, can we do this? Mm-hmm. And we can, because we're getting a lot of support from the community.
That's good.
Once we found a plan B that was going to be much more feasible for us to do, the community has really stepped up and is really helping us out, and we're deeply grateful for that.
Well, let's talk about the people that are watching this show that may be veterans. Who's inclusive in this?
Well, we have a priority system.
Okay.
World War II vets, Korean vets, Vietnam vets, and Desert Storm. Or Gulf War.
In that order?
In that order.
Okay.
And so if you're interested in coming, they need to get a hold of us, and we're going to, up to the point that we can. I mean, the Durand Center can only seat, X number of folks.
Right.
And so, but we want to fill it as many as we can.
And then the general public's invited too, or not?
No.
They're not
and
invited.
Families probably
Families are
they included?
One person.
One
companion.
Yeah, we don't want to exclude anybody, but at the same
But
time,
you
our
can't
sitting
have-
capacity is limited.
You're limited
We are giving priority to the World War II veterans because it is the World War II memorial that we're trying to bring to the veterans. However, if room is available, we want all the veterans to feel welcome to come and experience the.
Is this just exclusive to Boone County or not?
Yes, just to Boone
County. Just for Boone County.
But on the other hand, if somebody from one of the other counties call, that's a World War II veteran, and we have room for them, we'll be more than glad.
So it would be for people that are listening in Marion County, Carroll County, Newton County, Baxter County. They may want to put their name on a list. Is that what you're asking for?
Right.
Okay.
If they're interested in coming, because we don't want, veteran, no matter where they're from, they're still a veteran of the U.S. of A. And so we need to make sure we honor those, but the priority is Boone County veterans.
Okay.
And if you are a vet out there, what do they need to do? They need to call someone, obviously, and get it in advance so that y'all can have them listed.
Right. They can either call myself or Wes, and we have a little form that if they call us, we will ask them the questions that's on it and fill that out for them and put them on a list.
And will you call them back to confirm?
We will call them back and confirm and let them know.
Okay.
And our phone numbers are, mine is 870-391-9918.
I'm putting that in my phone.
Okay.
And mine is 870-743-6103.
Okay.
Well, what a wonderful thing
Well,
to do.
this is a big deal. There isn't a civic club in Boone County that has done anything of this size, and it's I'm tickled to be part of the Harrison Noon Lions Club that is doing something like this. And you know, one of the things that I've learned about, and you all know this, that 10% of a club does 80% of the work. The Noon Lions Club's not that way. We got 100%. Everybody is doing something. Of course, they didn't have a choice. You know, we told them you was going to do this and that, but they stepped up to the plate and are doing it. So it's really, really big. And as Wes said, lots of people are behind us. Lots of people are helping us. And if there's anybody out there that would like to donate towards this, they can call Wes or myself.
Okay.
Too.
And what's the need for that? Just donate as far as money, or
as far as money, because this is
to pay for this event.
Yeah, it's not going to cost $80,000, but it's still going to cost.
It's free to the veterans.
It's free to the veterans and their guests.
Okay.
And you know, I don't know if you called it or not, but we're going to provide transportation if they can't drive, or even if they have a special need. We're going to take care of that. So all veterans, if they're wheelchair bound or something, we're going to take care of that. I mean, we'll go pick them up. We'll go in a special van. We will bring them, make sure that they're taken well care of, and because this is for them, and it's an honor for us to honor them.
Right.
And if they've been on an honor flight, if they've been fortunate enough to have already been on one, or think that they may get to take part in one at a future date, that's okay. You're still invited. We still want you here for this banquet. This is not meant to be a substitute, but it is an alternative, and because we do have some veterans that may not be able to make that flight, and we want this to be an option for them.
But this is primarily for the World War II vets, because you're going to be showing a presentation.
Yes.
Right.
And what's on that presentation?
The World War II Memorial from D.C.
They'll see it through video, I guess.
Yes, and it's going to be very fantastic, very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful event, and you know, thank you to the Harrison Noon Lions for putting this on.
Well, again, it's an honor for us to have this opportunity. I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big deal, and what we kind of talking, this might become an annual thing or something, because there's a lot of veterans out there that we need to take care of. You know, World War II veterans, we are losing them at a very high rate. I mean, if you think about it, they're in their early 80s, late 80s, World War II. Korean veterans are in their 70s. Vietnam veterans in their 60s. You know, it's not going to be long before they're all going to be gone, so they all need to be honored.
Wonderful.
It's coming up November 18th at the Duran Center. What's the time again?
It'll start at 6:30.
And you must RSVP if you're in Boone County. You're most welcome to be there. It's World War II, Korean, Vietnam, and then
Gulf War.
The Gulf War, in that order. So we want those people in that order. And if you live out of the county, please put your name on the list. If there's seats available, you'll be welcome to come.
One thing we didn't mention is that we're going to have a special presentation from Congressman Womack and Senator Bozeman.
Okay.
And so, you know, they really appreciate what the veterans have done, and so they're going to.
Oh, good.
Well, great opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for coming by and telling us all about this.
Well, thank you
very much.
allowing us to.
All right.
And get her some patches for her jeans.
You know, I've suggested that she wears something more appropriate.
I can make yours look just like mine.
Well,
Yeah,
if
we
I
can
had
get them to coordinate and just make his.
well, if I had jeans like that, I'd give them the Goodwill or do something. I mean, jeans like that.
I love it when you come on here and dog me. But
I mean,
would you stay till and just sit next to me and we can and
I
just
tell you, I've got
berate her all
3 or 4
throughout the show?
pairs of jeans just like that at home that I have wore out. That I'd be happy to if you want them.
Well, thank you.
And yours aren't new, are they?
No. My hose were well earned.
Okay, I can't
didn't
say
pay
mine
for
are
my
well earned.
hose.
So.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank
It's time
you.
to leave.
Yeah, we're done.
You'll never come
Done with
back
that.
again. All right.
I'll try to get him out of here for you.
Thanks, guys. Up next, Matt Bell and Russell Burns from, actually, we're going to be talking about disc golf tournament. I know what that's all about.
And holy pants.
And
Stay with us.
We'll continue that saga. Stay with us.